What makes food satisfying to you? Is it the pleasant aroma, how the meal is served, or the tantalizing taste? How about the scenery of the restaurant? Undoubtedly, food tastes more delicious when you eat it at a place that matches your mood. In this video, you get to see the most ridiculous and unusual places where people love to eat. You see people eating in a graveyard, from a toilet tub, and in the sky. Join us as we introduce you to 20 of the craziest restaurants that actually exist. Number 20. Labasan Waterfall Restaurant. At number 20 is Labasan Waterfall Restaurant, located in the Villa Escudero Plantations and Resort in the Philippines. Think of the unique experiences of having local meals that range from barbecue chicken to Kamayan-style buffet of fish in the middle of a waterfall. In the restaurant, you get to enjoy authentic seafood served on bamboo tables, standing right next to the gushing water. Although not a natural waterfall, you'd experience the soothing ambiance of a natural waterfall and the surrounding forest. At this restaurant, you don't need to come with your footwear because they deserve a break. Get your feet dipped in the shallow running cold water for a massage-like experience while having your meal. You don't need air conditioning there either. You get it for free at the waterfall side. Another highlight of the restaurant is the soft turns of traditional performances by local dancers that you'll love to watch. These dance and music shows help you to stay relaxed after you're done eating, and you can also spot different birds in the surrounding jungle. It is important to note that the restaurant shows great concern for the safety of its guests. This is a major reason that buffet lunch at the restaurant depends on the weather, and it's usually transferred at any time. Number 19. Vertigo Restaurant and Moon Bar. At 19 is Vertigo Restaurant and Moon Bar in Bangkok. Take a chill pill. This restaurant is not located on the moon. Instead, it's found at the top on the 61st floor of a skyscraper. It's simply a sky-high dining restaurant that offers guests a 360-degree view of the beautiful cityscape of Bangkok. The restaurant is named Vertigo, while the bar is named the Moon Bar. The most exciting part of the restaurant is that you're literally eating and drinking with nothing above you, and this is why the best time to visit is on a clear night or day. And while you eat, you can admire the setting sun brightening up distant rivers and have a breathtaking view of leafy Lumpina Park and a host of other skyscrapers. Its menu highlights include fresh lobster spring rolls, tuna tartare, barbecue baby back pork spare ribs, sea bass, and a host of other delicious servings that are just too tempting to refuse. The unusual combination of its cocktails gives you an exotic, refreshing, and memorable experience. Number 18. The Heart Attack Grill. At number 18 is the Heart Attack Grill, a hospital-themed restaurant in Las Vegas in the United States, formerly located in Arizona. Guests are served by waitresses and chefs that are clothed in nurses' and doctors' attire, so don't confuse them for real medical professionals. The restaurant's name is derived from the portions of junk food that's served there. The food served here can induce heart attacks, and the owner often reiterates this fact. From single bypass of 1 patty with various strips of bacon to octuple bypass of 8 patties with 40 strips of bacon and 4 fatty quadruple bypass, diners have options to eat a variety of loaded burgers and unhealthy foods that can clog their arteries. According to the Guinness Book of World Records, any diner that finishes the quadruple bypass burger at 9,983 calories gets free wheelchair service. In the restaurant, fries are cooked in pure lard, and plastic prescription pill containers are used to serve shots. Diners that weigh more than 350 pounds, well, they eat for free. Heart Attack Grill is a restaurant that makes your goal of getting a heart attack attainable, and it doesn't hide the fact that it wants you to know that its food will actually kill you. It's no wonder you'll see signs such as cash only because you might die before the check clears at the restaurant. Note that the heart attack is not a stunt, but is a very, very real thing. Number 17. El Diablo. At number 17, we have El Diablo, which is located in Spain. The restaurant, which sits atop a dormant volcano, uses a cooking technique that involves the use of the volcano's natural heat. Now, you don't have to worry about it, as the last volcano erupted in 1824, Since then, it's been lying dormant, and we can only hope that it doesn't decide to wake up anytime soon. Chefs at the restaurant will grill up their meals with a cooking oven that uses a geothermal energy from the landform itself. In other words, as a guest, you get to enjoy a sirloin steak, pork, and chicken skewer, all cooked with the Earth's radiating heat. This is different from your usual garden barbecue. To some people, the volcanic heat adds a smokier taste to the dishes when compared to charcoal, and you can get to see the process of cooking the food in action before placing your order. This one-story restaurant, created by Cesar Manrique, has a glass exterior that allows diners to feast their eyes on the beautiful national park below, so if you ever imagined exploring the park's natural wonders, your best bet is to check out El Diablo. Number 16. Amix Coffee. At number 16, we have Amix Coffee, which is located in Ho Chi Minh City, Vietnam. It's a restaurant with a very unusual interior. Imagine dining in a restaurant with hundreds of decorative fish on the floor swimming at your feet. This restaurant brings the concept of animal cafes to an amazing level. You don't need to be scared of being hurt by the fish. The flooded floors, though man-made, are insulated with layers of plastic tarp. A triple filtration system is used to keep the water crystal clear always, and in addition, the pump changes to keep the fish in optimum conditions. There are various refreshments and snacks for your enjoyment at the restaurant. Guests are required to take off their footwear and to clean their feet whenever they're visiting. A quick warning to you though, you don't want to step on any of the fish. Also, if you plan on going with your children, never allow them to run after the fish, as this is strictly forbidden. It will be a great experience to watch how the fish swimming at your feet will react to the constant leg traffic in the restaurant. Number 15. Kemi Snow Restaurant. Up next is the Kemi Snow Restaurant in the town of Kemi in Finland, a fantastic restaurant that's made entirely from snow and ice that is manufactured from seawater. The restaurant is located in the famous Snow Castle, one of the world's biggest ice structures, according to the Guinness World Records. Nothing could be compared to the joy that a child expresses when they jump into a big pile of snow with a loud scream for all of the wind to hear. And if you've ever dreamed of some winter fairy tales, it can come true at the Kemi Snow Restaurant. The menu at the restaurant is reflective of local flavors, and you can choose from 5 menus that are suitable for diners of all sizes, ages, and preferences, from lamb to chicken, beef, tofu, fish, and more. Just as you'd bundle up during the winter, you have to prepare for the freezing temperatures. As you would expect, the restaurant all melts away during the spring. A different architect, including the decorations, is used each time that it's rebuilt, making the restaurant ever unique, and you'd marvel at the ingenuity of humankind. Number 14. Robot Restaurant. The Robot Restaurant is located in Tokyo, Japan, and when you observe the name, you may think that robots are going to serve you. Well, you're not correct though. It's not about food alone. Instead, it offers another perspective on how a restaurant can offer its guests a unique entertainment experience besides the food and drinks. At the Robot Restaurant, you'll watch wild dance performances by robots, half-naked women, and other robot-inspired shows. From the samurai fights to dancing horses, you can't help but engage in lots of laughter and experience endless energy, even though you might not understand the storyline. At the end of the last segment, you'll be offered glow sticks, which you can wave around ecstatically in the air as you also dance to the electronic beats. There are strict guidelines to be followed at the restaurant. For instance, the show occurs 4 times daily, and visitors have to check in at least 30 minutes prior to the show's commencement. Also, there's a dress code, as the restaurant does not permit the wearing of sunglasses, costumes, or visible tattoos, amongst other guidelines. In short, the Robot Restaurant gives you a futuristic view of the combination of robots, disco, and lasers, as well as an escape from the rigors of life. Number 13. Chill Out Ice Lounge. Here we have the Chill Out Ice Lounge, which is situated in Dubai. It's the first ice lounge in the Middle East and a perfect restaurant to have a meal at during the scorching summer days in Dubai. But do you know why? Well, the restaurant is maintained at a sub-zero temperature, a replica of the winter experience. It could get to a point where you call on the water to cool the heat. Beyond the meal, you'll also get to see ice-sculpted furniture and grand chandeliers that give out attractive interior lighting, both of which complement the icy theme. If you also want to go beyond the usual bowl of tomato and vodka cocktail, you can always request a mug of hot chocolate. And imagine the courage that you would need to have a hot drink in the middle of the desert. In case you don't go there with warm clothing, the staff will be very willing and ready to offer you warm coats and earmuffs. However, your stay may have to be short-lived for apparent reasons. The restaurant recommends that diners keep their visit to under 1 hour. Number 12. The Cat Cafe Calico. At number 12 is Cat Cafe Calico in Japan. It's a perfect restaurant for anyone who loves a cat. In the restaurant, guests can eat with a host of cat owners, so if you can't maintain a pet in your own home, just go with it to the restaurant. Your pet can play with other cats in the spacious 2-story cafe while you dine on some delicious food. The cafe serves an inexpensive food list, from pasta and fried rice omelets to desserts and numerous coffee and tea variations. You can buy it for yourself and, of course, for your feline companion. You'll also see many exotic cat breeds, which include Burman, Singapura, Himalayan, Chartreux, and Osicat. You'll be able to wine and dine on comfy sofas, and if you like, have a taste of the floor seating. The tables have built-in receptacles, so you don't have to worry about your drinks being knocked over. The restaurant is situated at the heart of Shinjuku, popular with foreign customers, which include the Japanese. It is important to note that the restaurant does not permit you to come with children under the age of 12 years old. Number 11. Opeak Restaurant. At number 11 is the Opeak Restaurant, located in Los Angeles, California. And when you think you've had it all in experiencing one-of-a-kind restaurants, you end up with one where you have to abandon your vision for a new and stimulating dining experience. The Opeak Restaurant is precisely what its name suggests. It's what we would call a blind restaurant. It's all about dining in the dark here. The restaurant's dining area is so dark that even the diners have to rely on their other senses to place their order, take their meal and drinks, and even find a way to get to the restroom. What could be crazier than eating without seeing or even knowing what you're eating? Though it does sound absurd, having a novel sensory experience will be fun. The servers are also visually impaired but have been trained to serve meals in the pitch-black room, offering guests the guidance that they need to approach dining free of sight, all to make them have a comfortable stay. An interesting thing about the restaurant is that the portion of the bill is channeled toward blindness research. The experience at the restaurant must be remembered for a while. Number 10. Bunyadi Restaurant, the London Nudist Restaurant. At number 10, we have Bunyadi Restaurant, located in London. This restaurant takes you back to the times of Adam and Eve, where you eat in an all-natural nudist dining setting. The food that you eat here is cooked without electricity or gas and served on handmade clay plates and edible cutlery. Phones and other electrical gadgets are not permitted. As soon as you enter into this establishment, you're taken to a private room where you can either change into a gown or go stark raving naked. There are 2 sections for eating. If you choose to wear a gown, you'll be directed to the clothed section, and if you go naked, you're ushered into the naked section where you dine with other naked people. Guests are served vegan and non-vegan dishes, whichever they may prefer. You also get to accompany your delicacy with organic, preservative-free wine. This dining experience includes wooden chairs and tables that are arranged in different sections with wicker screens and bamboo. The crazy idea behind the restaurant is to make people enjoy the experience of how eating felt in times when civilization and technology never existed. Bunyadi Restaurant boasts a waiting list of over 44,200 people and opens in top-secret locations. Number 9. Itha Undersea Restaurant, Maldives. Itha, the underwater restaurant in the Maldives. If you've ever dreamt of eating underwater, especially 5 meters below the sea's surface, then Itha Undersea Restaurant is a dream come true. Here, you'll literally be dining amongst the fishes, and even the sharks if you're lucky enough to see one swim by. Itha means mother of pearl, which ordinarily tells you how luxurious that this undersea restaurant is. It was opened in 2005, offering premium-priced meals to its customers. The starting price for the Lunch Hotel Quest begins at around $120. As you might have imagined, Itha Undersea Restaurant is an award-winning restaurant, bagging 3 World Luxury Restaurant Awards in 2017. The Luxury Resort Restaurant Global Restaurant of the Year, and the Luxury Unique Experience. This undersea diner is open for dinner, lunch, and mid-morning cocktails, and you can also order special diets like gluten-free, vegetarian-friendly, or seafood. But try to eat your seafood quietly, because you don't want to make the sharks jealous. What makes this restaurant insane is the fact that it's located under the sea. Its entrance is made of a spiral staircase in an exciting thatched pavilion next to a jetty, and you get to enjoy a magnificent 270-degree panoramic view. Number 8. Siberian Husky Cafe in Bangkok. At number 8, we have the Siberian Husky Cafe in Bangkok. This crazy restaurant will fascinate you if you're a dog lover because it offers you a thrilling experience with over 34 friendly, fluffy huskies giving you hugs and kisses and cuddles. This Thailand Husky Cafe gets you with a double treat, a part where you order the delicious meal, drinks, and cakes, and the most anticipated part, which is where the dogs are ushered in to play with the customers. The playtime lasts around 1 hour, and a trip will cost you about 500 Thai baht, which is equivalent to about $15 American. Also, before you play with the dogs, you have to wash your hands and wear plastic booties in order to protect the fluffy pups from foreign bacteria or contaminations. And also, because of safety regulations, anyone who's below the age of 15 years old is not allowed to interact with the dogs. However, there are outdoor enclosures that allow children to watch and enjoy the show. They say that dogs are a man's best friend, and if you agree with this, then the Siberian Husky Cafe is a dream come true. You can play with the dogs like Huskies, Old English Sheepdogs, and Akitas, Australian Shepherds, and more. Number 7. Zao Fishing Restaurant in Tokyo. Up next at number 7, we have Zao Fishing Restaurant in Tokyo. This one is super insane. It offers customers the chance to go on an indoor fishing adventure and present their catch to the chefs to cook. The setting of the restaurant makes it even more crazy. There are 2 sections that are placed side by side, with a gigantic boat-like dinner and a fish pond right beside it. The experience is fascinating as you get cheers, drum rolls, and a cheaper meal if you can make a catch. For example, a red snapper ordinarily costs about 4,180 Japanese yen, but it's reduced to 3,245 if you catch it yourself. However, you have to rent the fishing pole, get the bait, and pick the type of fish you would like to catch, and once you've made that catch, the restaurant staff will collect it from you and ask how you'd like it prepared and served. You can even ask that it be prepared in 2 different ways. You can prepare your fish as sashimi, grilled or boiled, sushi, and deep fried. Delicious, isn't it? The point is to give you the most fulfilling experience. Number 6. Yellow Tree House Restaurant. At number 6 is the Yellow Tree House Restaurant located in Auckland, New Zealand, and if you're afraid of heights and would like to face your fears deliciously, then the Treehouse Restaurant offers you the sweetest and craziest challenge. This restaurant is set up halfway up a tree in an unusual yellow tree house. The eatery was opened in 2009. And you may be wondering how you would get all the way up there, but don't worry, you don't have to climb with your bare hands. There's actually a 60-meter-long treetop walkway in order to help you get up there easily. George of the Jungle would be really jealous of you right now. The experience is even more intriguing at night as the treehouse is lit up with fairy-like bulbs. The outside view looks like a suspended parachute with a glamorous glow in the dark. Each treehouse accommodates 18 people seated at a time with a bar and waiting staff, and the kitchen and toilet facilities are located at the ground level. So hold that pee just a little bit longer until you get down. Number 5. The Modern Toilet. At number 5, we have the Modern Toilet in Taipei, Taiwan. And if you've ever snuck a snack into the toilet and enjoyed the treat, well, then there is the Modern Toilet restaurant that is dedicated to people like you in Taiwan. This restaurant was built in 2004 in a bathroom toilet style. The wall tiles here are covered with inscriptions and images of poop, water closets, and shower heads, and even the light fixtures hanging from the top of the ceiling are made from feces shapes. All of the chairs at the restaurant are actual toilets, and the tables are wash hand basins with covers. You're served your meal in small plastic toilet bowls and your drinks in miniature urinals. You can also have swirls of poop-shaped chocolates and ice cream served in a miniature toilet. Another thrilling part of this restaurant is that customers can go home with plastic urinals and other containers in which their food is served. And here's a fun fact. In May of 2018, one confused customer accidentally defecated in one of the non-functional seats at the Hong Kong branch, which led to the restaurant being evacuated and closed for 2 weeks. Number 4. Dinner in the Sky, Dubai. Dinner in the Sky Dubai is a ravishing restaurant that's located in Dubai. This restaurant offers a thrilling dining experience at 50 meters high in the sky. Once again, if you want to get over your fear of heights, this is one place to visit and give yourself a delicious challenge. This restaurant is ranked amongst the 10 most unusual restaurants in the world by Forbes.com. It's set on a crane-supported luxurious dining table 50 meters high in the sky. This is the perfect and most romantic setting to propose to your lover. Just be sure that he or she is going to say yes, because you don't want to jump off from that kind of height. However, you don't have to worry about falling, since every customer is strapped to their seats in order to ensure safety. You can also go up there to hold secret meetings, celebrate your birthday, or really any other special occasion. A meal at Dinner in the Sky costs anywhere between $144 to $199, depending on which day of the week that you choose to visit. Just keep in mind that meals are cheaper during the weekdays. Can you eat dinner that high in the sky without getting dizzy? Well, let me know how crazy this is in the comments below. Number 3. The New Lucky Restaurant. At number 3, we have the New Lucky Restaurant, which is located in India. And if you're the type that loves seeing horrific scenes and don't mind dining with the dead at a cemetery, then the New Lucky Restaurant will catch your fancy. I promise you that this restaurant is one of the craziest places that you've ever heard about. The tables and chairs in this place are placed beside coffins and graves. The owner of this bizarre restaurant, upon realizing that the land he proposed to open it at was a graveyard, used his initiative and decided to make the best of the situation. And oddly enough, he got lucky and received a lot of patronage, paving the way for a new graveyard dining concept. This dining concept is even more acceptable to many because the tombs are barricaded and well decorated. This way, the customers are only keeping the dead company, are in no way disrespectful to them. The owner claims that eating in the presence of the dead, in fact, does bring good luck. Many people still deem graveyard dining as a disrespectful thing to the dead, and they believe that the dead should be left to rest in peace. Number 2. The Fresh Feast Restaurant. This crazy hot restaurant is located in the Songshan district of Taipei. It was gathered that the owners of the Fresh Feast restaurant, after considering the tough competition in the hot pot restaurant business, decided to get extra creative, getting beautiful ladies to serve customers their meals in bikinis. Many would find this idea very degrading to women, while others do see it as being super exciting because it allows them to interact and even flirt with pretty ladies as they enjoy their meals. Things did not go so well for the other sister hot pot restaurants in neighboring countries that decided to adopt the bikini waitress method. For example, a hot pot restaurant in Haikou City, China, was shut down after it made it mandatory for its servers to serve their meals in bikinis. The authorities said that such practice was against Chinese socialist values. It is certainly crazy the height that some business owners will go to in order to maximize profits and beat the market competition. Number 1. Fortezza Medicia Restaurant. The number 1 craziest restaurant today is the Fortezza Medicia Restaurant. This diner is at the ancient Fortezza Medicia Castle, a high-security prison in Volterra, Italy. Suppose you have ever imagined how inmates dine in prison, or you wish to have a prison dining experience without actually going to prison to serve a jail term. Well, in that case, this restaurant offers you that opportunity. But wait, there's more. What if the cook for the day is a bloodthirsty serial killer? Wouldn't this give him or her a chance to stage a poisonous massacre? Well, the hope is that restaurant owners and prison authorities will scrutinize the cooking prisoners to ensure that none have any evil agendas. This prison site was initially opened for excursions, and later, a prison restaurant was carved out in 2006 to heighten the experience of visitors and tourists. The meals are prepared and served by inmates who are serving jail terms of no less than 7 years, and some prisoners even play musical instruments to keep their guests fully entertained. The food here is super cheap, and you can get a simple plate for as low as 25 euros. However, customers cannot enter the restaurant with their phone, bags, or any other gadgets. You'll be searched at the entrance with a metal detecting wand. Which of the dining settings we discussed in this video do you fancy the most? Tell me all about it in the comments down below, and which ones you might try out someday.